Okay, today we're going to learn about combining like terms. And so I started with just smiley faces and sad faces. And so we're going to start from left to right, and we're going to use shapes to separate our terms. Okay, and so we're going to start here, and we're going to use rectangles for all of our smiley faces. Now I have a +4 smiley, and I'm going to include the plus sign because this is a +4, and I want to make sure that I know that as I go along. And here we come to a sad face. So for sad faces, we're going to use a circle. And again, I included my minus sign. I have another sad face, so we're going to circle that one as well. And here we come, and this has no sad face or no happy face. And so let's use triangles for our constant terms. And then we have a happy face. We're going to put a rectangle around that. And now we're going to go back and combine all of our rectangles. So we have 12 plus 4 plus minus 4. Okay, so 12 plus 4 would give us 16. Minus 4 would give us 12. So now we have combined all of our rectangles. Let's go back and combine our circles. We have 3 circles. So we have a -2, -3, and we have a +6. Now, these two terms have the same sign, so I know that I can add and keep the sign. 2 and 3 is 5. And they're negative, so that becomes -5. Now, these two numbers, these terms have different signs. This is a -5, and this is a +6. And so I know that I'm going to take the difference, but keep the sign of the bigger number. So the difference between 6 and 5 is 1, and 6 is higher than 5, and it's positive. So I'm going to have 1 left. And it's going to be positive. Now, I don't have to have that 1 there, but for these purposes, we're going to leave it. Now, we only have one triangle, and that's a +5. And so we can take our terms, and we can combine them. So we have this one, and our triangle. And so we can write 12 happy faces plus 1 sad face plus 5. And now we've combined all the like terms. Okay, let's try it now with variables. Okay. We have some expressions here. And so again, I'm going to go through and I'm going to use shapes, whatever shapes I need, until I get the hang of it. So let's start with triangles. We're going to put triangles around any variable with an n, any term with an n in it. Okay? Remember, we said that we were going to include the sign that was in front of it. If you look here at the first term, there is no sign, but we know that that is a positive. Okay? I'm going to go back. I don't have any others with the variable in. I'm going to go back to the beginning and start again, and this time I'll use rectangles. And so I'm going to put a rectangle around this one. This has no variable with it. Okay, so that's called a constant. We're going to do the same thing here. Now, let's go through and combine our terms. So we have a +n, and this is really 1n, right? That's only 1n, but I'm going to put the 1 here so you see it. 1n plus 9n, which would give us 10n. Okay, and then we have a -10 minus 3. Negative and a negative, these are the same signs, so I'm going to add those and keep the sign. So 10 and 3 is 13, and it would be negative, so it would be -13. Okay, let's go here and do one with a few more variables. Now again, I'm going to start from the left to the right, and I'm going to use my shapes to separate. And so it doesn't matter what shape I use, I'm going to have a -2x. And so now, because I use rectangles here, I'm going to go across all the way and see if I have any other terms with an x variable. And I'm going to put a square around them. So here's one, and here's another. And again, I'm keeping the sign with me. Okay, positive. Go back and make certain you can see the boxes. Okay, And then I'm going to go through, I'll use a different shape. This time I'll use circles, and I'm going to circle all of my constants. And constants is a term for anything that does not have a variable with it. And so negative 2x plus 6x plus 3x, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and combine these two positive numbers. I know that that's 9x, and I'm going to bring down my 2x. Okay, and because these have different signs, I'm going to take the difference. And the difference would be 7. 9 is bigger than 2. It's positive, so my answer is going to be positive 7x. Okay, now I'm going to come back and look at my constants. I have an 11 plus 4. Now I didn't bring the plus sign down with it because I know in math, if I don't have a sign in front of it, it is positive. 11 plus 4 would give me 15, and so I'll put that at 7x plus 15, and now all my terms are combined.